Hey everyone, you're watching News Insights.
Or small dialogue that we want to start looking at healthcare education and the way India is poised to look at healthcare education. In our thought process, best infrastructure today, we really look at this. Dr. Nagesh will remember about 10 years back, we looked at India as a healthcare destination. So where we were welcoming patients from all over the world to come to India for treatments. And today, again, we meet for healthcare education. So I'm sure we believe that we have the required ingredients to make India, poised for the world. And this whole dialogue today is going to be a small beginning for this dialogue. Having said that, we just went back to look at some data. So what we found out is that there is outward migration of students who are going abroad after their MBBS to study in other countries. We looked at what is the one destination that most of us want to go. We looked at US. And if you look at it, just to study abroad. And what did we contribute to the US economy? Close to about $47 billion we contributed to the US economy. Having said that, we all know that India is looked up by 78 countries for healthcare, and I'm sure the same 78 countries can look up for healthcare. And in India, can Bengaluru be the emerging medical education hub? We have more than 30 plus fantastic universities out here. How do we optimize? How do we come together so that we can serve the world? We are at the moment servicing 20,000 students, and as we have a large number of students here, I would like to tell you that the curriculum that we have is truly global. What are these little things that we can probably look up? We really need your feedback, so we have a lot of questions and QR codes in the seats front of you. So we want your take as well. So we want to tell you, studying healthcare in India is a really, really good thing. So again, one another good thing is we treat 2 million patients in the country's developed economy for hands-on training, because they don't get that kind of patient numbers. Can we do that? Can we be that? Is that what we could look at? And you have that advantage being in India. So this will, in economics, this will impact us with $2 really good. So can we again looked at the Indian economy? Can we look at generating anywhere between 3 to 5 billion, which is, I think, very, very possible. Can we look at great employment opportunities, for our direct and indirect jobs? Is our syllabus having things that we need to probably, have it in our this thing? Do we have enough clinical training with 1.4 billion people? I'm sure we have great access to clinical training. The economic engine, which can be fueled by healthcare and education. This is what we are kind of looking at as Vision 2030. As you all know, this little dialogue is just not about producing doctors. It's about healing the world and empowering India's growth through minds, medicine, and meaningful global partnerships. Over to you, Dr. Ajay Kumar, to go ahead and moderate.
Basic knowledge was. See, one of the main ideas as medical students, sometimes we don't recognize ourselves is, I think we are very well trained in India in basics. We are extraordinarily good in clinical acumen. We know how to make a diagnosis. So when I went to US, one of the things was when I started my practice after my training, one of the things they appreciated was how good you were as a clinician. Not as a researcher, not academic, but clinician. We were basically clinicians were very good. And with that knowledge Of course, there is like what Anita said, a lot of people go abroad seeking higher knowledge, higher things in terms of research, academics, postgraduate training, the technology. So it was rather common. But now, when we come to 2025, it is important to understand where we are in this world of medical education. Are we really moved ahead of basic clinical knowledge? Are we becoming a country centric of high in academics and research? I think this is one of the things. And what is it in the medical college today we lack? What is it we need to improve on? How do we motivate people to go into areas like research, academics? Should the medical college today, I am posing a question, you should also answer that. Should you have MBBS PhD programs, MD PhD programs? So if you are interested in very basic science, you can do along with your MBBS degree. In US, I know they have not only MD PhD program, they also have MD engineering program together, where they inculcate technology as part of your this thing, and you get a degree in both. So computer science, lot of things, because in the age of technology, should we have all this knowledge to pursue what you like in terms of innovation? Are we lacking innovation today? So these are some of the things I think we should debate and discuss. And what is choking our system? See, same people, doctors who are here, same doctors go there, you go to major centers, whether it is MD Anderson, Sloan Kettering or Mayo Clinic or anywhere, you see significant number are Indian doctors doing phenomenal work. Why is it in India we don't assume that we don't have this opportunity? What is lacking? What is choking our system? I think it's, we should debate this. And as youngsters, you also should come up with answers for this. Because India has tremendous brain power. Our IQ is a lot better, I know, than majority in the world. We have shown that historically, we are showing it even now. If you look at major companies like Microsoft, Google, World Bank, or IBM, all are Indians who are leading it. There is a saying in US now, if an Indian is not leading a group, that company will not do good. So, we have so many things going for us. We should really think about this. In medical field, we are very good. So let me pose this question to all of you. What do you think is truly, very briefly, is lacking? How do we make a change in this?
At the MBBS level itself, because most of us, we pass out, for example, if you take a Nampaji itself, most of us do study a part of malignancy as such in MBBS curriculum, but how many of us have really seen a radiation oncology mission or the procedures of chemotherapy being given? So, as you rightly said, this is where we lack basically. One is, we are not, I think, as of now, we don't have a holistic approach as such in the Indian system. That's where we are lacking. And the other thing what I said is actually sensitizing these youngsters to the overall growth, like what we are, when we compare to the Western standards, when we compare our learning and their learning, there is a gap, because their way of teaching, their way of putting a clinical presentation or a clinical scenario is totally different. Yes, we diagnose, but we have our own method of methodology of diagnosis, which is totally different from them. Probably that is where we need to focus more. This is my view for your first question, sir.
Ramesh,
Yeah.
also maybe you can touch on.
That's really stimulated the audience. There are many things and for us to discuss. Yeah, I will start the research work that you have done. I know you have taken it first. I know that it's a very passionate about it. We as a clinician, undoubtedly, we are really good, and our first answer is on that. But as the days went by, years went by, and the technology also improved, and we started looking at it. Then we realized, yes, we really lack in a research and looking at what next can we do. And that is the way the research comes into picture. And that was virtually very negligible portion that we had in the beginning a few decades ago. But at least now, in every institution, it is increasing, but not to the proportion as expected. So if the number is going up, probably I feel it is in that region and we are really lacking. Not in technology probably we are really catching up very fast, and even clinical work not really bad, but
of course, now the government has started medical colleges in each district headquarters, which has given really impetus for the students to join the government colleges at highly subsidized fees, especially the merited students. But what is lacking, having worked in Rajiv Gandhi University as director and also as a syndicate member, is too much of rigidity in our setup. Earlier it was MCI, now it is NMC. But I don't think there is any visible shift in the attitude of NMC towards the medical education. Because even to bring about a change in the syllabus, it takes a very long route. The universities should be given, the institutions should be given a sort of flexibility to have the rearranged whatever the syllabus, curriculum, apart from what is laid by the statutory. Also get the ideas from different countries, what is going on, and imbibe those things into our curriculum. That's the only thing where we can attract our students and also improve upon the quality of the training. And this needs to be addressed by the university authorities and the National Medical Commission and the Government of India, unless we have come out of the rigid notions and be flexible.